And good evening, and welcome to a late edition of British Wrestling Radio. Sorry for the late start. Nixie's having a load of problems at her end, so she's off the internet now. So Christ knows what's happening. So I think it's a load of problems down at Nixie's end. So it's just me for tonight, for as long as I care to go on, but we'll see how we go from there. Thanks everyone for the nice good luck messages and everything that's happening over the last couple of weeks. Yes, it's true. I am shaving my head next Tuesday. I'm shaving it for charity. It's the reason I'm shaving it on Tuesday of all days. It is 1 year to the day since I was diagnosed. So that's the reason I'm doing it. And also, thank you very much for the suggestions about my new tattoos and my tattoo I'm having tomorrow or whenever, because I've just rung up and the guy's fully booked. So I'm going to have to swash up around tomorrow and look for a tattooist, but I'll find one. Desperate enough to tattoo me. First tattoo in 10 years. 10 years since my last one, so fucking shitting myself ain't the bleeding work. But anyway, let's get on with the show. Last week, very different. The reason we wasn't here last week is I can explain now. Friday night I was in Preston, and Saturday night I came home very hungover to the mics, and I wasn't too hungover to do the show. That was the problem. I was just and I had a pain in my knee, so I had to get that checked out. So I got that my knee thing done. So and then Sunday night I was at Southside. So literally it was two wrestling shows in one between it. If anybody checked out the video of Mr. Travis's return at a show up in Scotland, Pro Wrestling Elite, which is run by the wrestling superstar Lionheart himself, and that was so Chris in 48 hours. This was Chris's weekend. In 48 hours he went Preston to Ayr in Scotland the next day, which is about 350 miles up there. Then Sunday he went from Ayr to St. Neots, which is down in East Anglia, which is about another 500 miles. So over the weekend Chris must have travelled at least 900 miles easy in 48 hours, which is mental. But it was his comeback, and very simply, he was one weekend he'd waited for. The reception he got when he walked through that door was astronomical. Yes, I was a bit emotional, and and you got and I just. Friday night was cool because literally I got to see PCW, and I got to see Samoa Joe, Joe Galloway, Red Dragon, the tag team. Chris Masters was also there, and also the loads of British lads: El Ligero, Bubblegum, Joey Hayes, Martin Kirby, Dave Mastiff, the PCW champion, and all the great people that was up at PCW. Interesting thing, Winter's just said in our chat room, Travis will never be heel again. We was talking about this before that night. There was always some dick that was always in a restaurant when you're going to have some food, and he's got his t-shirt on, and he's playing out there, oh yes, well, I know Chris Travis, and I know him very well, blah, blah, this, and he's told me he's turning heel tonight. He's turning heel. He's going to go to that ring, and he's telling every fucker in the restaurant, this guy. And me and Stocko and Joe from the Pipe Bomb guys, we were just sat there going, what the fucking hell is this guy on about? And he's going, oh yes, I know Chris Travis very well. He's going to turn heel tonight. The plan is he's going to go down to the ring. And he's telling this in a restaurant, right away. So he's telling it in front of everybody there. So anybody could be listening. And he's going, oh yes, he'll come to the ring. He's going to do it with Martin Kirby's matches in the ring. He's going to come down, save Martin Kirby from a beating, get him up, and then stand him up, and then beat him down and say, where was you when I had my illness? Where was you as a friend? Where was you at this? And I turned round and looked straight at this guy and I went, if that's what Chris has told you, then that ain't Chris Travis. That must be Christmas. Because you must be out of your fucking head to thinking that he is actually going to turn fucking heel on his first night back after a year away. You got to be off your tree. And he's going, oh yes, he'll turn heel. He'll turn heel. Fast forward to the show. Chris lost his match against Shay Samuels, and came out afterwards, and I says, "Were you talking to a guy about you were turning heel?" He went, "Mate, he fucking fell for it, hook, line, and fucking sinker." He says, "I arrived in Preston, and this guy ran up to me, and he goes, 'Oh, Chris, what's going to happen tonight then? Are you going to have the best walkout ever?'" And then Chris played him to a full, and he played him to an absolute full, and still told him all this thing that was apparently going to happen tonight. And this guy, hook, line, and sinker, he just fell for the whole lot. And so, "Oh, she's in. Here she is. Ah, here she goes. A new hook, line, and sinker." "Oh, fuck off. Don't you take the fucking piss out of me, you lot. It's bad enough with bleeding Nixy. Don't you dare." Anyway, let's get her in here. That's better. Right. So, well, anyway, we'll see what happens. I can't see fucking note on my screen now. What the fuck's going on, P? You there, Nix?
Yeah.
Yeah. You alright?
Yeah, just a bit tired.
Alright, but busy day.
What, cake making?
Oh, yeah, you're doing your big cake making, weren't you? So, yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then for some reason I decided to wake up at 5:30. Even though I didn't need to.
Long day. Well, I won't keep it too long, because Steelers are on at midnight. So I've got to finish and go and find the match and everything like that, you see. But,
okay.
we were just selling these about last Friday in Preston with this guy.
Oh, what, and how you cry buckets?
Well, yes and no. Well, yeah, I did. All right, fair enough, I did. I was just telling him about.
I had my replacement in the audience watching you. So.
Who was watching? Who was this?
Who you replaced me with for about 24 hours?
Joe.
I don't know.
Joe Tarpey.
No, Joe.
What the fuck did I replace you with 24 hours?
Did you replace me with someone for about 24 hours?
When was that?
Last week.
Ah, get out of here. Oh, shit. Oh, fucking Mikey Rose. Oh, don't you dare start that fucking game. That fucking picture. Oh, don't you dare. That is embarrassing. Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill Steve Fludder for that one. Anyway, I'll get to that. We were just talking about Chris playing this wrestling fan for the heel because he was stood in the restaurant telling everybody that Chris was turning heel on the show.
Oh.
And so, I didn't pass out. I did not fucking pass out. I don't give a shit what anyone in our chat room says. I did not pass out that night. I fell asleep. I actually fell asleep from drinking too fucking much. So that's what happened to me. What can I say? Last Friday was very cool. I've got to talk about this because everybody's talked about it. Everybody says where you see a wrestling match, and every so now and again, a wrestling match does not go to plan, right? And there was a wrestling match involving Team Single, T-Bone, and she's gone, and T-Bone and Rampage Brown. So we had this, we had this match with them against the Bro Leavers, which is Josh Bottom and Ryan Hendricks. And these guys, Josh and Ryan, came to the ring and doing the usual, yeah, we're here. We're going to challenge for the tag team titles of PCW. Team Single have held these titles for nearly 2 years. I think over 2 years. And you're back. You there? Nixy, you all right? No? Okay. And next thing is we saw they came to the ring, and all of a sudden then Team Single came out. They didn't even take the t-shirts off. All we know is that they came to the ring, and all of a sudden Rampage Brown started beating the shit out of Josh Bottom. And it looked very, very different to your usual beatdown in a wrestling. And then before we knew it, everybody was going mental, and it was like, what the fuck are we watching it? And it was legitimately a beatdown from Rampage Brown onto Josh Bottom, and he was getting beaten to a shit. Chairs were flying on top of him and everything. It's crazy the amount of things, and everybody just sat there going, "The fuck are we watching here?" And then afterwards, T-Bone got the mic and just stood in the middle of the ring and went, "Well, that wasn't what's supposed to have happened, was it?" And next thing you know, everyone just said, "Yeah, I don't think that happened." And it was they beat down these opponents, and it's just that respect will be earned. And it was crazy the fact that everybody was talking about it. And I know people pay to see professional wrestling, but occasionally it's like, what the fuck? And there's always something at a PCW show. Last time PCW, I think a couple of shows, and no, and the other guys did not know. They did not know. They did not know at all. I'm going to get the DVD because it's unbelievable to see it. Might get on PCW on demand actually, and watch it through that, and you get that as well. But overall, are you back yet? No, she's not. She's just gone. Oh Christ! Well, she'll be back. She'll come back into us. I know she will. Nixy came back and then she disappeared, but she'll be all right. Anyway. Oh no, they're not new to wrestling. No, Lance, no. Not new to wrestling. I think Josh Bottom's been in about 4 or 5 years, and Ryan Hendricks the same. Josh has been one of these people that's using his social media to put his opinions across in a bad way. That's all I'm going to say. I haven't seen a couple of them. I know for the fact he was supposed to go onto another podcast that I was producing, and something was happening, and it was a real case of beatdowns. It was very, very cool seeing Samoa Joe this Sunday. Yeah, the fantasy draft this Sunday. Yes, Sunday. Why is everybody taking a piss out of my accent? I will close this fucking chat room down in a fucking heartbeat. I will destroy you all, you fuckers, if you're taking a piss out of my accent any fucking more. And I mean that most sincerely. Bullshit. Look at that heartbeat. I can't even fucking spell it. Never mind that. So anyway, PCW on Friday was very cool. Afterwards, drank enough drinks to last the bleeding. I'm only joking. Well, you can take piss out of winners, I suppose. That's got 6 rings on their fingers. And, well, Dave, I'm not going to say nothing else about it at all. And, but last weekend was really cool. Sunday was just the same. St. Nate's. Nobody knew Chris was there. And I suppose it was a really cool day, especially when Chris came out, the whole place exploded. 30-minute Iron Man match with Chris Hero was very, very good with Tyler Bate. And that was another one of those that was like, wow. And Jade from the Dollhouse of TNA, really, really cool in a match against Kaylee Ray. Rockstar Spud lost the title to Joseph Connors, who now becomes a 2-time champion. And that's all set up now. And they've just announced for the main event in the anniversary show in October in Stevenage that they're going to be having a dual ladder match. It's going to be it's going to be Jimmy Havoc and Kaylee Ray, who hold the Speed King and the Queen of Southside title, against Nixon Newell and El Ligero. If Nixon Newell gets the win, she becomes Queen of Southside. If El Ligero gets the win, he becomes Speed King champion. So they're doing that of a dual ladder match. So we're actually going to see a ladder match in Southside's anniversary show. Then, and that's coming up. But there's loads and loads of other events that's coming up soon, as I will speak right now. And we'll get these out of the way. We haven't been here for 2 weeks, and my apologies to every promotion that we wasn't here last week. But totally on my back. And let's have a go. Let's have a look at this. Events coming up. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow, free wrestling event at the Barbecue Bash. It's at the Black Lion in Hereford. They're hosting their first trainee show. It's the Iron Fist Pro Wrestling Academy at the Black Lion pub in... No, it's not. Next weekend. Trainee show that's happening. The Iron Fist roster, who regularly feature on our show, will not be in attendance. They're going to put a barbecue so you can see all the trainees and everything that's happening at the Iron Fist Pro Wrestling Academy that's happening. And then you get full details of their next event, which is happening on September 25th. Also tomorrow in Sheffield at 3 o'clock at the Queen's Social Club in Sheffield, Drew Galloway Seminar. This is happening tomorrow. And very simply, if you want to get trained by Drew Galloway for a couple hours, this has been part of a week held by Phoenix Events, a.k.a. Elite British Wrestling, a.k.a. NCWA. They've been having guest wrestlers coming in. I mean, Monday they had Marty Jones and Johnny Saint. Tuesday, I think it was Chris Masters. Oh, sorry, Tuesday it was Bubblegum. Wednesday, it was Chris Masters. Thursday was Mark Sanderson, I think it was. And then today was Chris Travis. So, and tomorrow it's Drew Galloway. They've been doing that all week long, so you've been learning different ways and different techniques and things like that. So it's been absolutely a great week up in Sheffield. And that's happening tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So if you want to get trained by Drew Galloway for a couple hours, go along to Sheffield and pay, I think it's £20 for the session. £20 and you get trained by Drew Galloway for 2 hours. Love to go. Really would love to go, but it's £25 for 3 hours. It's 3 hours worth. So there you go. And following that, we've got Let's Start a Riot, which will give more information out in a second. Tomorrow at the Medway Park in Gillingham, UKPW presents their latest thing, a stretcher match featuring The Nail versus Dow Jones Wrestling, Inter-Regional Championship, Kyle Rashmore versus Sammy Smooth. The tag team champion is the D&D versus Earl and Loveness versus Punk Out versus Deadly Force. Theodore Powers, Pro Wrestler versus Mr. Hollywood Shane Stevens. CJ Gunner versus Gabriel Myers. Marcus Broom versus Stephen Manelli. Doors open 4:30. Event starts at 5 p.m. Tickets £7 in advance, £8 on the door. So we got that one happening in Medway Park, Gillingham. And also tomorrow, Rad Pro, the wrestling show, happening at the Shooter Ed Community Association, Goldsworthy Road, South Shields. Kavi Kowalski and Joseph Biggs, Kendall Zumanoff, Kirsty Love, Steve the Pirate Alexander, all involved in this great show, which is happening tomorrow at the Tudor Ed Community Association, Goldsworthy Road, South Shields, NE34 9UG. That starts at 5:30 tomorrow evening. Also tomorrow evening, Pro Wrestling Pride. Too Legit to Quit, involving Doug Williams, Robbie E, and Rockstar Spud at the Broadmeadow Industrial Estate, Broadmeadow Sports Centre in Tegmouth, down in Devon. Pro Wrestling thing, we've got Robbie E, Spud, Doug Williams, lots and lots more up taking place. Tickets, doors at 6. Show starts at 6:45. Meet and greet is afterwards, 9 p.m. approximately. Front row and backstage pass is £20. Adult and backstage pass £15. Children 15 years and under, £12 and with a backstage pass. So you get all that and everything. Full card. So that's today. That's tomorrow. Also tomorrow, FSW, Falling Star Wrestling at the Greens Park Avenue Leisure Park, Lynn Sport and Leisure Park, get my teeth in, at Kings Lynn in Norfolk. Doors open at 7, show starts 7:30. For more details, go to FSW Wrestling, fswrestling.co.uk or go to facebook.com/Falling Star Wrestling. All the great information that's happening with that. Jimmy Starr will be taking on Matt Walters in a ladder match. That is one of the featured main events tomorrow night. Also, tomorrow in Sheffield, Phoenix Wrestling Events presents live wrestling Let's Start a Riot at the Queen's Social Club in Sheffield, which is just around the corner from the train station, actually. Yeah, got that. And that's at Queen's Social Club in Sheffield. Matches including, this is a stacked card. Tickets are £10 for adults and £8 for children. This is what's happening and everything. So tomorrow, Drew Galloway is to defend the ICW title tomorrow night. Chris Masters will be taking on Solid John Green. Grado will be taking on Sam Goodison. Lionheart will be taking on Radu Bolat. Mark Sanders versus Rampage Brown. Hot-blooded males of an open challenge. A trophy gauntlet match. And much, much more. Okay, online sales. Let's have a look, see if there's any more. And also, I can reveal Chris Travis is also returning tomorrow night. So he will be back wrestling in Sheffield tomorrow night. And that's happening. And that's this weekend's. And then we've got next weekend's and so forth and everything like that. There's a grant. I've got to talk about this for next Thursday because this is happening Thursday. There's a charity show raising money for the Sheffield helipad appeal. There's all these different things announced and everything that's happening. So please go along. Same place as the wrestling, but they're having a great big charity show. And things. Yeah, I had a chat with Trav today via Twitter. And if anybody follows me on Twitter at Deano042, get that in, or BWR Radio, Twitter. We've been having a right good chat about a few days. And I just said to him, I says, are you Chris Travis this weekend, right? He's wrestling in Sheffield tomorrow. And then Sunday, he's charity football matching in Sheffield again. So everything he's doing this weekend is in Sheffield. So from going about 800-900 miles in one weekend, he's only doing a few in Sheffield tomorrow. And I guarantee he'll be having such a laugh and everything on Sunday when he's playing football for a charity football match. His second charity football match in 2 months. I was there for the last one. I'm not going to be there for this one, which I'm a bit upset about. But I'm sure I'll get over it somehow and things. But we get going. Ain't Nixy back yet? No. Oh, that's a shame. Nixy's internet's gone completely to shit. Anyway, we'll get on to this. Right, before we go any further, and I've said that before, but this time I'm really... What the fuck did Chris Hillman, a.k.a. Warrior One, unleash on me 2 weeks ago? Now, I said this thing about Kofi Kingston. Now, if you wasn't listening, I've still got the archives. I've still got to put them up. I have got about 8-9 shows to put on archives. So they're all going to be put on YouTube, and I'm going to put the latest one on Podomatic and iTunes, so you can listen to that one. This all happened 2 weeks ago. The fact is that somebody sent me this thing, and it said, like for a wrestler, and you've got to name the match you like, the favourite match you like, and something else, and the memory of them. Now, the thing that does me is I could have been anyone, but I got given Kofi Kingston. Now, if anybody who's listening to the show realises I don't like Kofi Kingston one fucking bit. I just don't like it. It's got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with my taste and everything like that. It's just me and Kofi Kingston. It's just, I don't fucking get it at all. And then seeing him skipping, that's just even worse. Fucking skipping on Raw. It just, you know when you see, it looked like something out of The Wizard of Oz, doesn't it? It's just, I think, when you look at it and you're like, what the fuck are they doing? What? It comes out and it looks as though he's actually enjoying himself. They actually look as though they're having fun. But can you really say to him, Vince McMahon going up to Kofi Kingston and going, hey, I've got an idea for you. I want you to skip to the ring. So I want you to skip to that ring and show as though everybody like you don't. And Big E, I want you to do the same. And Xavier, you do the same. You can just see all three of them going, did I really get into wrestling for this? Did I really get into this? I know it's coming up, and I know it's SummerSlam, and I know they're doing this gimmick, and they're playing it. And Kofi said, oh yeah, as if Kofi comes up with his own ideas. It's one of them things where it came about, didn't it, the New Day, and everyone's going, oh, the New Day suck, happened at WrestleMania, and all of a sudden they became heels and all that shit. And the clapping thing happened, and I'll give them straight. They have won They've won people over, and that's the way it should be. Some people are supposed to be hated forever. Some people are not, and that's what's happened. And we've also had if anybody's seen the reports coming out today of a what can I say? How can I be tactful? There was a funeral yesterday. I think it was yesterday or Wednesday for Roddy Piper. And Sean Waltman came out and said that some people need to learn that there's a time and a place. And that wasn't the time, and that definitely wasn't the place. Because apparently China and Triple H was in the same building for the first time in years. And what's been said on the internet about it is that China then went to speak to Triple H and say sorry for everything. Now, this is what I don't get. China said sorry for everything. But according to what she said on that famous podcast, I think it was a case of China just really saying that or everything she's ever said out of her mouth is bullshit. And sorry for everything. But you don't do that at a funeral. You don't do that. And fair play, but I just think that's the wrong place to do it. She said that she apparently was on the Bell to Bell podcast with Chaz Phoenix and Chris Duke a couple of nights ago. And if anybody gets a chance to listen to it, please do. Because they said if she answered posed for Playboy, she would have been world champion in WWE. Does anybody actually in our chat room believe that if China hadn't posed for Playboy, she would have been WWF world champion at that point? That's what, if you want to listen to it, please do. It's a cracking podcast. It was done yesterday, and they put it up yesterday. Fantastic listen. Just you want to listen to all the highlights and everything that China's on. The reason why she's on the show is China is appearing at the end of the month at Scottish Wrestling Entertainment's big event of the year, Hell for Lycra. She's going to be there. Now, there's a problem with this because she's also supposed to be going into Celebrity Big Brother, which is 2 days before Hell for Lycra. Now, if she's she's just a bit double booking and things. If she's going to go in Celebrity Big Brother, I'll watch it. I swear to God, I'll watch it because what the fuck is she going to come out with? I mean, everyone in our chat room, I mean, you're not going to... there's hardly any Brits in our chat room. Fucking British Wrestling Radio with no Brits. It's fucking hilarious, this. Celebrity Big Brother's happening on the 27th of August. Hell for Lycra is 2 days later on the 29th. So, if she goes into the Big Brother house on the 27th, Scottish Wrestling Entertainment are going to be mighty, mighty pissed off for the fact that one of their big draws and everything for this wrestling event is going into the fucking Big Brother house 2 days before their event. So they'll be fucking mega, mega pissed off. So I don't think they'll be too happy. But we'll have to wait and see for the 27th. Yeah. It's more like a certain other program's chat room that goes .com every 2 fucking seconds. Or motherfucking .com and all that crap. But we won't mention them. Because once again, they've lied again to us all, didn't they? Fucking liars. What are we going to say? Oh, WZR will be back. 11th of August. That's when we're back. Really? Oh, now it's going to be after Tough Enough. Really? Yeah, okay, fellas. You will believe it when we fucking see it. Yeah. I just think that's... Stephen's right. I believe it, if so. I really believe it. I do believe that as well. Anyway, enough about them. They was the past. This is the now and the future. Yeah. He sent a shirt? Fucking hell. My God, he went to a post office. Jesus. Oh, excuse me a minute. I don't know. Yeah. And So we've had all these things about the it's all these bloody things that's been building up and bugging and stuff like that. I must admit, British Wrestling Radio has been in the back. Now I can tell you all about the plans of the next few weeks. As we may know, next month British Wrestling Radio is 4 years old. Next month, September the 15th. I've been in contact with a few people if they would like to come on the show. I might do another one like we did for our second birthday. Might have more than one guest. If you was here a few years ago, we had 3 different loads of guests. We had the BritRest chat guys come on, and we had Georgia Smith come on the show as well, and we also had Kevin from the Attitude Era. So we had 3 guests on a 3-hour show. It was one of the best shows we ever did. Me and Nixy had a blast that night, and it was our birthday. So last year we had Mark Adams. So every year we've had a birthday show, we've always had somebody on. And this year I'm in the negotiations with a couple of guys. One is Andre Corbeil. Now, if you don't know who Andre is, he is the TNA wrestling reporter for OneWrestling.com. And with Bill Apter and all the guys. And he's a cracking guy. He's always messaged me throughout my illness. And he had a bad illness earlier on this year as well. And Andre is as straight as they come. He knows everything about TNA wrestling. He knows all the things. And it'll be great to get an insight of TNA wrestling from his perspective. And, she's back. And so we're going to hopefully have, this is what you get for being on. And we're hopefully going to be getting Andre on. I'm also hopefully going to be getting one of the guys, the guy that's behind one of the most successful videos on YouTube, Daily Motions. Whenever you feel like it, it's absolutely, this is the guy behind Botchamania. We're hoping to see if I can get hold of Matthew, and hopefully it will come on the show for our anniversary show. So we're hopefully get Matthew on the show and talk about everything to do with Botchamania. I think it would be one of the best interviews we've ever done. I really, really want to see if I can get this gentleman on the show. Jesus and all that. I just want to know how he does it. He's just one of the best. He's put the new one up this week. There's a new Botchamania put on this week. And he didn't have the Bellas on it. And he didn't have Paige. But it was still funny as fuck. I think Botchamania is one of the best things that's ever come out of the social media and YouTube and everything. YouTube is getting ridiculous. The fact is now they're taking down videos, taking videos down left, right, and centre for no apparent reason. It is an absolute joke. It's YouTube. You can go suck balls for all I care. I don't need you. Never have, never will. I've got other places to put my show on, and which I will. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, if you look above on the things where all our pages are, you will see a new page that says Dino's blog. And
God.
Hello, you're back.
Yeah, sorry.
What was it? It was it's somebody putting a mouse on a wheel to get your internet up and running or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you out in the country then? You're not in your house?
No, Dad's house is pretty much out in the sticks.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. Sorry. No. So anyway, for the time we've got you on, PCW announced in October that they've got Jeff Jarrett versus Dave Mastiff.
Oh no.
Yes, and we've also got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat coming over for the same one at the end of October.
Please don't tell me you're going to go to that one and kill him.
Why should I want to go and kill Jeff Jarrett?
Do we really have to discuss why?
I'm the king of the mountain. I told you before. I've got a confession. Our show on September the 4th, I don't think you want to be on it.
Why?
It's 20 years to the day that the debut of WCW Nitro happened. So I want to see if we can do like a WCW night. You know, like you do all the bad things that happen about WCW, and I'll do the things about that. But you can't say anything because you cheered for the WCW guy at WrestleMania this year. So don't even start on me now. You cheered for WCW. Don't even start on me on that one.
No, I cheered for Sting, actually.
Exactly. Sting, WCW. X, end of story. And will I tear your quad? No, I won't, because Nash never tore his quad in WCW. No, he didn't. He tore it in WWE, if I remember rightly. Get your history right. So I think it'll be something different. You know, like if you do everything, if I start going, oh yeah, well WCW gave us this, and then you gave us that, have a good old debate like we used to do, and then we'll see how far we can go with it. I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah? See if we can get Eric Bischoff on the show or something like that.
No. Because I'll hurl abuse at him for 2 hours.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
But, yeah, Kaylee Ray on Sunday against Jade, who's in the Dollhouse in TNA. Real good match. And have you seen the announcement that Southside have announced for their anniversary for Stevenage?
The announcement that Southside have announced?
Yeah. The main event.
It's a bit... The announcement that they've announced. The announcement they've made, you mean?
Yeah. Have you seen for the main event what they've done?
No.
It's a ladder match. You ready?
Okay. Go on.
Jimmy Havoc and Kaylee Ray.
Oh, yes, I did see this.
Versus Nixon Newell and
Nixon and Ligero.
You going?
What day? Is that the Saturday?
I don't know. 24th of October.
See, I said to you before, I'm sure I'm doing something that 24th. I'd love to go.
Well,
but
whatever
it just
happens.
sticks in my mind for some reason.
Yeah, don't worry. If you can't go, don't worry about it, because I'm going to get my ticket soon anyway, because I'm...
Well, it's not that, because I know I booked to go to a gig at a similar time, so if I look that up and it's not the same, then it's fine, but...
All right. No worries. But yeah, September 4th we're doing that. September 15th, around that time, I'm hoping to get Andre Corbeil, the TNA wrestling reporter for OneWrestling.com, to come on and talk about everything to do with TNA. And
it's my birthday, so he's got to.
Yeah, and also we're hoping to get Matthew from Botchamania on as well.
Yay!
But we also said last week with hey, Botchamania, did you see the new video? It didn't have Paige. 24th October is a Saturday.
It is a Saturday, I know.
Yeah. So, and they didn't have Paige of the Bellas on this week on Botchamania. What is going on?
I think they've probably finally realised that Paige isn't botching when she calls out those moves. She's telling them two idiots what to do because they don't have a clue because they're stupid. Therefore, she's actually directing the match because they're not capable of handling a match on their own.
Can I talk about this Diva Revolution? Right?
If you must.
I'm sick to death of it by now.
It's not what I wanted.
I'm sick to death of seeing the Bellas versus Charlotte and Becky. I'm sick to death of seeing Sasha Banks versus Paige. If I wanted to see repeat performances, I'd watch John Cena versus Randy Orton.
The thing I'm disappointed with is it's not quite what I wanted.
What did you want?
I wanted more war. I mean, all they've done so far is have these kind of, good little matches. Fair matches. And I wanted more war from it, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
I wanted them sort of like it was at the end of Raw this week, where they were sort of like all knocking 10 bells out of each other. That's what I wanted every week.
So what do you think the announcement of SummerSlam's event, a 9-way elimination match?
Well, we knew all three teams were going to be involved.
Yeah.
That was kind of a bit of a given.
So is the winner of that going to be the Divas champion?
Well, it'd be nice, but I think they're just trying to spit on AJ's legacy, aren't they?
Well, they've already said that she's getting close. I think it's the ultimate kick in the teeth that you've had a wrestler that's held the belt for over all that time. Now we're going to put it on the worst wrestler we've ever seen and the worst wrestler there's ever been. And
no, they did that with Kelly. Don't forget.
Yeah, but they've never get Kelly to run over nearly 300 days.
No, they didn't.
And so I think to do it to Nick, right? Who's got the least amount of talent? Yeah, Nikki Bella. There you go. Put it on her. And they're coming out with tag titles, aren't they? Winter's just said it. Tag.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Fucking hell. I'm going to say it now. Oh, they're copying TNA wrestling because TNA wrestling had knockout belts, had tag belts. They're copying TNA wrestling.
Yeah, but they retired them.
Doesn't matter. That's where they got the idea from. No one else has had double tag team belts. Yeah. I'm telling it now. They're copying TNA Because fucking everybody says she likes TNA when they're copying fucking WWE, which does not happen a lot. But
weren't there apparently women's tag titles in like the 80s or something?
I don't believe, no, do I know? I was only 16, 17. I was interested.
Yeah, and I wasn't even born, but I know it.
I was interested in girls, not bleeding girls wrestling. Christ. Oh, I got asked a great question. I know this is completely off subject. Somebody said they're on about the film Hot Tub Time Machine, right? Have you seen that film?
No, I don't want to see it, quite frankly, but go on.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, God.
Oh, shush with it. Very simply, the story of 4 guys that go into a hot tub and they wake up in 1986 and they go back and see themselves and they try and change things for the better. And somebody said to me, what would you do if you had a time machine, Dean, and you had a hot tub time machine and you went back to 1986? What was the first thing you'd do? I said, I would go straight up to myself and go, listen here, sunshine. White clothes, Miami Vice, don't work, okay? The permed mullet doesn't work. You're not getting any girls with a permed mullet. Get rid of it. That's exactly what I'd said to myself in 1986. I'd just grow my hair, but I won't have a perm mullet again. No way. That's exactly what I'd said to myself. But, no. Wait, your birthday's soon, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. 27, are you?
Shut up.
Oh, yeah, 27, yeah. The 27 Club. The 27 Club. Bloody hell.
I'm not 27.
I thought you're 26 now.
No. 25.
You're 20. Oh, you're 26 this year, sorry.
Yeah, I'm the wrong side of 20.
Hey, I'm the wrong side of 40. What do I fucking know about it?
You're not 46 yet.
I'm 46 now.
Are you? See, we don't even know how old we are.
Yeah, see, I was born 1969. And I got to tell this. One of the best things someone ever asked me to say I was old. They went like that. I was working at PGL, what I did. And one of them said, wow, Dean was alive when man walked on the moon. So I went, yeah. And what about it? They went, what was you doing, Dean, when man walked on the moon? And I went, sucking my mum's boobs because I was getting breastfed. I was 2 months old. Conversation stopped there in a heartbeat. He stopped there in a heartbeat because he thought he got one over on me. I thought, no, fuck you, bitch. You can kiss my ass, fucker. Anyway, wrestling thing. It's all my bleeding Twitter's exploding again. Gotta say thank you very much. Sorry about last week. My knee was fucking killing me. I was hungover to fuck coming home. I really swear I was. Yes, Dave Mastiff, I marked the fuck out, especially when Joe came out as well, because I'd waited forever to see that match. And Joe versus Mastiff was set in stone anyway. I'll talk about this wrestling match. You know, when that the one that was the stiff one, and they had all the guys that were doing the stiff one, but I was something I don't want to see, but it happened. And you just, moral of the story is, don't fuck with Team Single. Mm. Especially Rampage Brown, who's fucking huge. But Chris travelled 900 miles easy last weekend, alone. Because of,
yeah, when it was in Scotland the next night, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was with me till about 3 o'clock that morning. We was in a pub till 3 o'clock. I don't know how long Chris was after that, but he went from Preston to Ayr in Scotland for the next day. Wrestled in Ayr that night, and then next day was in St. Neots. So you're talking... Well, he got a promise to keep, and he said if he was going to do it... but the way I looked at it, he looks so fucking good. He looks like... Look at somebody that 6 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago in March, was like chemotherapy, and he'd lost all his weight and everything. And then you look at the photo that we had took together on Sunday, and it's like, wow, fucking hell. Did that guy ever have... It's like somebody said to me on Monday, did that guy ever have cancer? And I went, oh, well, yeah, he did, because he's got a scar and he can prove it. And he went, no way, really? He says, look at him. He says he looks fantastic. He wasn't in the longest match in the world, in the tag match with Project Eagle, but it was still a good one. The match he had on Friday night was fantastic. It was just like watching the Chris of old, and he really, really can do it. He's got his new dirt, new gear that says "I'm back" on his backside and all that rubbish like that. So really, really emotional. I lost the plot. I've got to.
Oh, I know you did.
No, you don't. I forgot it was wrestling. I actually thought it was real at one bit.
Oh, bless.
I lost the plot. I did. I completely lost the plot. Shay Samuels in the ring, and he was saying about cancer should fucking come back and all this thing about cancer,
Oh,
which
no,
I know.
too far.
And I jumped up and I went, "You want to fucking say that to me, twat? Really? Want to go at me? Fucking come on. I'll have you now." And Stocko and Joe next to me went, "Dean, calm down." I went, "No, I'm not calming down. I'm going to black his fucking eyes. Wait till I see him out of the ring. I'll fucking twat him there and then." I had a proper Jackie moment. Yes, I did have a Jackie moment. And afterwards, Stocko went, "You lost the plot." And I went, "Yeah, I did." I said, because I thought I really did lose it for about a minute. And it was like, is that really necessary? Is that really necessary? But I must admit, Chris told me afterwards, he said, I okayed it. He said, I said, say what you want, do what you want. And it got instant heat. It was just so fucking close to the bone for me. And I was like, I'm going to kick his fucking ass in. So if I ever see Shay Samuels again, I'm just going to black his eyes. I'm going to kill the cunt. I am going to kill him. No, I'm not. He's bigger than me. But he did, though. Exactly right what Winters just said in our chat room next. He did the guy in the ring, he definitely did his job right because he made me believe all that shit. And I was like, you bastard. But yes, coming home, I did have a hangover. I got on a train with the complete cast of Jeremy Kyle from Leeds to fucking Preston. Yeah, it's just like you get on a train and you're surrounded by every fucking chav, bleeding Sports Direct, bleeding tribute band. They was there on that train. And all you hear is, "Hello, love, look, he's got cricket on his laptop. He's watching Test match." And I'm like, what? And he's going, "Hey, mate, turn volume up so we can all watch cricket." I'm like, can you fuck? Bollocks to you. I put headphones in, I went, "Fuck you." He goes, "Oh, don't be like that. I love to watch cricket."
I don't think that's the cast of Jeremy Kyle somehow, because they wouldn't even know what cricket is.
Oh, yeah, true, that's true. But, yeah. If anybody doesn't know what Jeremy Kyle is, check it out on Twitter. Really. It's the 21st century version of Jerry Springer, innit? Jeremy Kyle,
Yeah.
what can we say? Oh,
Pretty much.
And they've got about 3 brain cells, the whole cast. The whole people that's on the stage have got about 3 brain cells between them. And, I love it when they do the lie detectors. "You know what, Sunshine? You were lying, weren't ya?" "No, I weren't lying. I love him. I weren't lying, honestly. I don't want that. It's bollocks. I wasn't lying." I'm fucking Jeremy Kyle's funny as fuck. Anyway, back to wrestling. SummerSlam next week. Have you done your ultimate SummerSlam yet?
Not yet, no.
Neither have I. We've got till next Friday. Or we could do a show before the pre-show next week, but there's already 5 hours of SummerSlam next week. Do you know?
Well, I actually finish at 8 o'clock now on a Sunday from work.
Ah.
They've pushed the hour forward.
So we could go at 9 o'clock next Sunday.
Yeah.
And go from 9 o'clock that Sunday, and then finish about 10:30. Let everybody get some food, everybody blah, blah, blah. And then they've got the pre-show of SummerSlam at 11. And then they've got the 4-hour show. So that's a long night, though. That's a long night for us. And a long night for everyone.
It's a long night, so why do you think I'm training being awake already?
What did you... I mean, I get it now. And yes, I watched it. I watched TLC 1. Yes, I get it. Okay?
Funnily enough, I had SummerSlam 2000 on today while I was cake making.
I do get it. I thought that was that fucking Shane McMahon drop from the fucking... Do you know what does me? Dana White, we got to talk about this. Dana White from UFC came out and said wrestling is fake, and then got absolutely shot down by every wrestling fan and the whole fucking thing. And so with that, he got shot down in a thing. But that that spot that Shane McMahon does against Steve Blackman when he just climbs the rafters and then just jumps. How high is that? 20, 30, 40 feet? Easy. That was like, and that's Shane McMahon, remember? Shane McMahon.
Apparently that was 75 or something, JR reckoned.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jim, do you know, it must be on Jim Ross's notes. Add 25 feet to the real height. Must be like, by God, he's climbing he's as high as Big Ben in fucking London. I'm surprised he never said that while they were over here. Do you know? If he was climbing up the rafters, like, he's as high as the Houses of Parliament and all that crap. And so you get to see all that things. But I was very shocked. But that TLC one, fucking hell. Did they actually walk out of that, or did they actually get into ambulances afterward? Because, Jesus, I've heard of putting your bodies through it, but fucking hell. Oh, dear. Oh, that's something never seen Michael Cole ever do. Oh, yeah, Michael Cole never exaggerates, does he? Yeah. Michael Cole's vocabulary involves kick out at 2. That's all he ever says. WWE Network, at least.
Vintage Randy Orton.
Yeah, vintage Randy Orton. Kick out at 2. You got to be kidding me. That's another one. You got to be kidding me. What's the other ones with Michael Cole? There's all these other things, but yeah, we could play Raw Bingo again and say how many times is Michael Cole gonna go kick out at 2? You've got to be kidding me, and all these favourite signs of his, and just do it like that. I think that'd be hilarious again. Bring back Michael Cole Bingo, Raw Bingo, and how many times did they say the WWE Network in 3 hours? Anything else you've got to add while I'm just sorting myself out here? Apart from the Bellas and how shit they are?
No, you're all right.
No, that's what I was going to talk about.
Oh, God.
This Diva Revolution. What is it? We could have had it so much. It's like the NWO in the WWE from years ago. It could have been a lot more better than it was. You really know, so...
well, I was expecting, like the start of, what am I thinking of? Invasion from 2001, where every week the wrestlers were just invading and there was just brawls everywhere. I was expecting that with the women.
But now we've got nice. I must admit, we've got a nice tag match and we've got a nice singles match. And they are giving them time, and that's got to be a...
Got to commend them for that.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to say, okay, we're going to go with this and see what they do. And if they rise to the top, then we've got it. We've also got to talk about Stone Cold Podcast with Paige.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought that they were setting Paige up for the fall, because it's the first time they've not had, I mean, no disrespect to Paige, but it's not as if like they've had Paul Heyman, Stephanie, Triple H, and Vince, and they've had John Cena on as well. I think they were setting her up for the fail. It's like, we're going to throw Paige to the wolves. Did she sink or did she swim?
I think she did fine. She had 2 annoying traits, which was she kept playing with her hair and she kept saying the word like.
Yeah, like you do.
If I had £1 for every time she said like, I'd be rich. Yeah. But
if anybody wants to see Paige, age 16, 17 years old, type in Brittany Knight versus Sarah Knight. It's on YouTube. It's Brittany, it's Paige versus her mum. Right? And I think it was on the first Southside show they ever did. But they versed each other, yeah. So we had so Paige was on Southside, and it was one of the first...
Sorry.
Go on.
I liked all the stories she had, because she's got the equivalent of the stories that John Cena would have, and she's got a bigger history for it as well.
Yeah, and
she's grown up in this, and that I loved hearing that, because it's not like, I mean, I'm going to do a Nikki Bella impression. I'm going to put it on my YouTube. I'm not doing it now because I can't, but it's not like if you had Nikki Bella on it, it'd be one-dimensional, and you'll see what I mean once I've done it. But
yeah, I think
she's got stories. She's been there, and you can't take that away from her.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking cry in a minute. I swear, I'm gonna fucking go in a minute. I'll go in a bit. I swear, I'm not going. But I'm not. I think they set up Paige to say like, right, she's not the Bellas. We'll throw see what she does. And she came out better than what it is. But there's a lot of people in America that are sick to death of Paige at this moment.
I'm not.
I know we're not, but because it's every time we see her, we're like, yeah, Paige is on. Yeah, we'll get more Paige. We'd love to see Paige all the time. But there's people in America going, oh, fucking hell, it's her again. And it's like, and I just think that Paige needs to disappear again. You know, for like 6 weeks. Let the others stand up. You've got Becky Lynch there now. You've got Charlotte. You've got Sasha Banks. Let's do to them what they did with Paige. Because remember Paige's debut? Her first night on Raw? She won the belt. Let's see what these have been on Raw now for quite a few weeks. Let's see what these can do. I mean, let them step up and say, right, here's your chance. You're going to give you the belt. Here's see what you can fucking do. Do you think that would work?
I'd like to see that. I mean, Paige was pretty much thrown to the wolves on her first night, wasn't she?
It was that
she was
NXT.
given the title and gone, here you go.
Yeah, it was that NXT night after Mania when they put all the NXT guys. You had like Neville and Neville got promoted. No, it weren't Neville. It was all the guys that came up from NXT that night, and they made debuts and stuff like that. The night after Mania 30, and was it 29? It was a Night of Warrior 30. And just all stepped up, and it was like, okay, they put the belt on Paige on her first night. Fucking hell. Why can't they put it on like that now? Or they're just so determined to wipe away AJ from the fucking history books of the WWE that they're like saying, no, you can't take the belt off of Nikki because she's going to be the record holder of all time, which spits in the face of Fabulous Moolah, fucking Wendy Richter, Trish Stratus, Lita, all the fucking divas of everything. And to put the worst fucking female wrestler the WWE has ever had. And you put it on her for the best part of time. You're going to say that next in the record books. World person who's held the belt the longest amount of time. Nikki Bella. Fuck off.
Who coincidentally is also shagging John Cena.
Yeah, it's the female.
Funny that, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, and oh, by the way, do you know we can swear in our chat room and other people can't? Watch. Look, ta-da! Now if somebody else types that...
No.
Go on,
You've got an exclamation point, hashtag, a percentage sign, and a pound sign.
Oh, look, yeah, I've got... Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, according to me, mine's come up and everybody else has got their hashtag, exclamation sign, and the pound sign. Oh, fuck it. Shit. Oh, look, shit's there. And now it's Tourette's night in the chat room. Here we go. It's Tourette's night. Not that I'm having a dissing of anybody that's got Tourette's. Sorry to say. And, but when they're talking about it now, I think Paige needs to, as much as we look Cena, and I really do, let's take a step back and let's Charlotte or Becky, Sasha, let them step up for the change. I would love to see the belt on Sasha Banks. I really would. I think Sasha Banks has got that. She's got it, you know. She's like one of these that's like, you look at it and it's there, and she has got that thing inside of her. And I'd love to see her with the belt. What's your think of Sasha Banks?
I like her.
You like Sasha, Becky, and all the girls that's come up from NXT. Where's Emma in all this? Where's Emma gone?
Let Emma build herself up a little bit longer.
I mean, 1 minute you got Emma that was like, that fucking bleeding person with no elbows. And, yeah, where's Natalia's gone? Natty's disappeared. And
she's
Emma's
probably looking after Tyson, isn't she?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking total divas. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I agree. Eagles fan. Emma is great in NXT as a heel. She's been fantastic in NXT as that heel person. Superb. Give it a full blowns for that one. It is looking rosy. Somebody actually said, right, and I'm going to say this now. NXT hasn't made any stars yet, apart from Paige and the Divas?
Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth
Oh,
Rollins.
now, hold on. Where was Seth Rollins before WWE? He was Tyler
Ring of
Black in
Honor.
Ring of Honor. Successful indie person. Right? Dean
Roman Reigns.
Ambrose. Dean Ambrose, exactly the same. Everybody that's come up to the main roster, with the exception of Roman Reigns, has been stars in other promotions. Kevin Steen, Cesaro, Finn Balor, all of them. Neville, every one of them. The people that they don't do them, people that's been promoted on NXT, like the Ascension, who's the other ones that's come up? For fuck's sake. But they're not stepping up. Whether it's down to the booking or don't know. But NXT, the other people that's supposed to be the development, they've already been stars in other things. What do you think of Mr. Hoo-Ha Nation's new name? It suits him perfect. Apollo Crews. Suits him perfect to the thing.
Pardon?
What? Hoo-Ha Nation's new name, Apollo Crews. We'll have to get rid of the. I can't believe they've got rid of the best chant in the world. Knowing me, knowing you, hoo-ha! Which was the best one ever at Brits.
No, I think one of the best crowd chants I've ever been part of was "Shitty Little Boots" from a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, no.
The hell out of me.
Shitty little boots, shitty
Shitty
little boots.
Roderick
Roderick Strong did not know what the fucking hell to do, did he? Best chant of that night was Damien Dunn, who was with Ryan Smiley, when he stood in front of us lot, and that guy behind us shouted, "It's not our fault you look like the lead singer of Lost Prophets."
Oh, no, that wasn't funny. That wasn't funny.
You had more of a laugh. I've never seen you laugh so hard all night long, ever, than you did that night. That was one of the best crowds we've been involved with ever.
Yeah.
Especially me
I
chanting.
think because we were behind them as well.
Yeah, and I think me chanting, "No!" every 5 seconds got crowd in the right mood anyway. And every time Joseph Connor spoke, going, "No!" and then Kaylee Razor, "Ho!"
Who was the bloke that was with him? What was his name? What did we keep calling him? I forget. It's gone from my head.
The Pledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was he?
Oh, Pledge, the furniture polish. Was shouting something at him. I forgot what they were shouting at him.
Who were they calling him?
Ryan Smiley was the best one because they were chanting Andy Peters.
That's it.
Ryan Smiley. Fuck it. If anybody's seen who Andy Peters was a children's TV presenter. Equivalent of that Sesame Street in America. Fucking hilarious. It's just Andy Peters. Oh, he's now the Money in the Bank holder in Southside. Yeah, he won the belt. So he's now in charge of the Money in the Bank. Yeah. But yeah, we've had we're setting up nicely for SummerSlam. This Monday we're supposed to have Undertaker and Brock in the same place. Oh, you know what's going to happen, don't you? We'll have reruns every fucking 10 minutes.
Yep.
It's like, this happened 2 minutes ago. This happened 5 minutes ago. This happened in the last segment before the break. This happened in the last segment before the last break. They will show any fucking bit with Lesnar and Taker at least 7, 8, 9 times again. Easily.
Yep.
And if fucking Kofi Kingston comes on again, I fucking swear. It's a new day with the gayest skip I have ever seen in my fucking life.
Oh, God.
It's that clap, innit? It's the skip, and it's that clap that goes all the way around. And it's like, yay! And it's like...
Do you want me to do an impression of that on my pre-show this week as well?
Yeah, it's like watching Mick Jagger in the 70s going, "Hello, my name's Mick Jagger." And he used to do that. And, oh, fucking hell. And you just look at it going, yeah, okay, Florida. Well, yeah, all right, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, chill out. But Oh, skipping to battle. Fuck, Winters has just said the best one. If everybody skipped in the world, there would be no war. Just skip into battle.
We'll fall about laughing.
Well, but Chris Hillman, Warrior, you're the shit. You're an absolute shit, I must admit, because you sent that video, and everybody ever since then. And I have got a new pet hate, and I am going to say this right now. If I get one more fucking games request for Cookie Jam, I swear I'm going to flip out. This is the new version of fucking Candy Crush. Fucking Cookie Jam. It's French, and it's just worse because all you hear is Cookie Jam. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing with this? Same people are sending me friends requests. I warn you people now. You send me one fucking more, and you're just like fucking baseball. Your history. Get out of my life. Just don't fucking hell. It's... What is it with Facebook games? They're just taking over people's lives. Next, I mean, do you ever play any games at all on this fucking thing?
No. SimCity. Scrabble.
I play football. I play the total top 11 football management game. That's it. That's all I do. Right? Hold on, tell a lie. What have I got games-wise? I've got Pyramid, Candy Crush Saga, Candy Soda Crush, Flick Home Run, Bingo Bash, and Cookie Jam. Yes, I know you've been playing Mafia Wars, Chris, because you keep sending me fucking game invites for the fucking thing. A lot. You just send me all the fucking time. I know about fucking Mafia Wars. I used to play Mafia Wars years and years and years ago, but not anymore. Is that still going? Fucking Mafia Wars. That used to be a great game. No, anyway, next week, very simply, we're going to have the SummerSlam show. It'll be on Sunday. We're going to do the Sunday night one for the chain. So there's no show next Friday. We're going to do Sunday night SummerSlam, the Ultimate SummerSlam, where we're going to ask everybody if they want to contribute to write their Ultimate SummerSlam. You can choose any of the last SummerSlams there's been from 1988 to 2014. The rules are this. You've got 9 matches. And this is for you, Nixy, so make sure you know the rules. Okay? Not having your dream at WrestleMania. We're having Ultimate leading SummerSlam. Okay? So, right. Rules are this. You can pick any wrestling superstar in a match. But once you've picked them, you cannot pick them in any other way. So if it's like Hulk Hogan versus Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior versus Sergeant Slaughter, General Admin, and the Iron Sheik from 91, you can't use them again at any other point. So it's like, yeah, if you wanted the Big Boss Man versus the Mountie, you can have that. But you can't have them in any other match. So then that'd be done. So like if you've got the British Bulldog versus Bret Hart, you can't have Bret versus Perfect. Or you can't have Bret versus Owen. So you can't have them. So it's a mixture and everything. 9 matches. You can choose one main event from any of the past SummerSlams. What's going to be your main event, Nix, if you can think of
I
one?
have no idea.
You can't have 9 Brutus the Beefcake matches. I think my main event, to be honest, is going to be SummerSlam 91. Is Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan versus the Triangle of Terror with Sid Justice as the ref. So then I've took away Big Boss Man, Warrior and Hogan. So then I can do the things with it. But you've got any match except them involving a certain person that will not be named in this show. And if you mention him in the chat room, you're banned for the fucking sin. I'll ban you straight away. No matches involving him. Okay?
Does that include Hogan?
No, not Hogan. The other one.
I know.
Right?
Being sarky, actually, but okay.
Yes. Don't push the button, Nixie Newman. Do not push that button. So, yeah. So we just got, you can have any match you want except involving him. So the main event of SummerSlam 2004 is gone. The one with Randy Orton. So if anybody, in fact, any match involving Randy Orton is off because is there been any match involving Randy Orton? Oh yeah, and we're doing the worst one too. We're doing the worst SummerSlam matches.
Oh,
So,
I know what's going on there.
go on, what's going on yours?
No, I'm not telling you because you'll be shocked. No.
Oh, go on, I want to know. I want to know now.
No.
Oh.
That's a secret one for next week.
I think, what's the one I want to put on? Taker versus Taker, yeah. Oh, that was fucking... that was...
What year was Kane versus Kane?
That was Judgment Day, wasn't it? Vengeance 2006. I didn't know that Kane versus Undertaker at 2000 SummerSlam. I never knew.
Yep.
And then I watched it and I'm like, oh, he took the mask. And what a shit match that were.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Right, that's going on the worst of WrestleMania. He's having fucking Taker versus Kane. Well, you can't because Undertaker versus Undertaker on that one. Worst main event there's ever been at SummerSlam. Oh, fucking hell. The worst main event, that's going to be fucking brutal. Because there's been, I mean, well, we said a couple of weeks ago, any match involving SummerSlam 93 should be on that fucking thing straight away. If you want to watch the worst pay-per-view ever by WWE, I'd fight anything to beat SummerSlam 93. Really do. Because that was fucking atrocious. It says Bret Hart's the perfect one to choose one for SummerSlam. Oh fuck! I've just thought Bret versus Undertaker SummerSlam '97. That was banging. Oh fuck me! Yep, there you go. Mabel versus Diesel. Fucking terrible. It was the last appearance of Lex Luger, that, because then he went to Nitro, for which we are doing a show on September the 4th. The 20 years since Nitro, Nix. It's 20 years since the Monday Night War started. Do you realise?
The following week will be my birthday show?
Yeah? Ah.
Yeah.
I have to get a card. You've already had your prezzies.
Yeah.
Is it hung up on your wall yet?
It is on my wall. You know it's on my wall.
Yeah. I've still got to put, when I move house, my big poster of Buffy the Vampire Slayer is going on my wall.
Oh, Lindsay's so lucky to have you.
There's a thing about it though. It might be the poster of Buffy might be going on, but I think the frame and the glass is going to be used for something completely different.
Okay.
And it's very, very something.
Your title belts.
I ain't got no title belts.
You got two?
I have. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been with British Wrestling Radio. No, I've got a rugby shirt that's signed by the Scotland rugby union team, and it's in memory of a friend of mine that died of cancer last year. And I want to put that in a frame. So I've got something to remember him. So if anybody comes into my house, they look into me lounge, and that's going to be on the wall. So, I would send Stephen 4 Super Bowl programs. You know, the 4 where the Buffalo Bills lost all 4, to tell you the truth. But because it'd be like a case of look what could have been. But it never happened, so there we go. So he's giving all this shit about concrete slippers and all that, so I'll just get him the 4 programs. But I'm still, by the way, Stephen, I'm still serious. I am going to get you a program from when Buffalo Bills play at Wembley. I'm definitely going down to look Wembley that day. So if you need any mementos of Buffalo Bills, let me know, and I'll get some. If you need anything by the Buffalo Bills, let me know, okay? Because I'm definitely going to Wembley that weekend, and I'm going to get the programs and everything. So there has to be that one. So something to remember me by. Because I just love the American football days at Wembley. They're fucking brilliant. Oh no, it would just be like their defence to be full of holes. Oh dear me. Yeah, I will do. Anyway, I'm going to let this young lady disappear, because if she's been up all day and that, she'll be absolutely fucking knackered. And also, I've got 25 minutes to get myself set up, because the Steelers are playing the Green Bay Packers. Oh no, it's Jacksonville Jaguars. It's Green Bay Packers next week. So back in the NFL thing. I don't want a franchise. I don't want a franchise in London. And that's for another show anyway. That's for the NFL Steelboys show. So I don't want a franchise in London. I really, really don't. This weekend we've got there's NXT Takeover next weekend as well. So you've got that on Saturday night, and then we've got that on Sunday. If anybody wants to donate to me on Tuesday, I shave my head. I'm shaving my head bald because it's 1 year to the day that I broke Nixie's heart and told her that I had cancer. Can you believe it's a year, Nix?
No, I really can't.
This time last year, I just had the CT scan on the Friday, and I got told on the Monday that I had the cancer. So it's a bit surreal at the moment. I mean, Tuesday's the anniversary of it, and I am doing it, and shaving my head to do it, and I'm videoing the whole thing. And if anybody wants to read that thing called Dino's blog, feel free to read it. I'm not the best at English. I'm not best. Somebody kept asking me, "You've got to do one. You've got to do one." So I did one. So it was just the world according to the daft Yorkshire lad. That's all I called it. And it was just everything that was inside of me yesterday. So I just did that as well. And if Nixie wants to do one, I can put one up for Nixie as well. So it'll just be like Nixie's side of things as well, which is cool. So hopefully going to be doing one a week and getting everybody behind that. Like we said, next week, all the other things that's happening. Got loads and loads of wrestling events. There's House of Pain Evolution Wrestling next weekend up in Derby. Lots and lots of different things happening next weekend as per for SummerSlam. So have a great weekend. You have your great with your cake business, and it is going well. Lindsay's very jealous, by the way.
Well, I was jealous of her one, so...
Yeah, you just wait till we get our new house. She's got fucking everything planned for that bleeding kitchen. Fucking cake boss ain't got nothing on her.
Do you know what? My dad's kitchen is like twice the size of my one at home, and it's like, I wish I could just make cake in here all day.
Hold on.
Lovely.
We've got the question thread up as well. Oh, shit, what have we got here? Hold on a minute. We've got the question thread up. Let's have a look. All right. What we got here? Across the pond. Official question. We got 2 comments. Asa. Here we go. Are you guys looking forward to SummerSlam next week? Yes. It's got NXT TakeOver, SummerSlam, and Raw. So we've got 3 WWE events in 3 days. That's going to be mental. Your sleeping pattern's fucked.
I've been training for the last week.
Yeah, you got NXT, and then you got SummerSlam, and then you've got Raw. Fucking hell. It's like the good old days, isn't it? Remember?
Do you know, we still don't even know if Cena's going to compete yet or not?
Well, they've got him down for the main event.
What, of SummerSlam?
Yeah.
No, we still hasn't been confirmed, has it?
Oh. Well, all they're going to put in at last minute, they're going to have... I think somebody said they're going to have Triple H. And, like, the loser loses all rights to the pedigree.
Did you know as well, though, that since Cena's been off Raw, the ratings have gone up?
Oh, the ratings have gone up, yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. John Cena is amazing. Right, let's have a look at this. What are you guys thinking about the issues revolving around China? Oh, we didn't talk about. I was talking about earlier when you wasn't on. Did you know China showed up at Roddy Piper's funeral?
Yes, and I heard certain things about it that made me angry.
Yeah, I know that as well. And she's still advertising herself to be going to Scotland on the 29th of August. You know that? So this Celebrity Big Brother shit's not happening.
Well, never say never. I mean... Didn't
we'll find out on
Terrell let Southside down just recently? I just think that I feel sorry. I mean, the Hell for Leica event has advertised China for weeks now, and well, yeah, but Ben advertised Terrell for weeks, and then she decided she didn't want to do it. So
yeah, because you couldn't get hold of her. She weren't
exactly
and them like that. So, but they've been in contact with China. She was on their podcast last night, Bell to Bell. So we'll see what happens. But I think she'll be there. And then she'll go into the Big Brother house the next day. What do you guys thinking about controversial Kevin Dunn souring on NXT talents getting called on the main rosters? We covered it. I think you can't... I mean, it's okay saying that they're good in NXT, but when they get called to the main roster, they're fucking shit. Oh, yes, and there's a question from Winter's Lair, Nix. Have you watched They Live yet? Nope.
Huh?
Have you watched the Roddy Piper film, They Live yet?
No.
Right, fair enough. What do you think about the Green Arrow competing at SummerSlam? We got the Green Arrow.
The pack.
We've got the Green Arrow. We've got the Purple Pack versus Stardust Blue and King Barrett. Interesting colours. They just... Do you think they're rushing the card? They're like, oh yeah, we'll put that together because it's next week and we haven't announced any matches.
That's the thing. That's the thing I was thinking earlier, is that you know, they put all the kind of hold on Taker and Brock Lesnar and Cena and Rollins, and at the minute Cena's in doubt. Undertaker and Brock Lesnar haven't been seen for 3 weeks, and we've only just found out what's going on with the Divas, and nobody else knows what's going on with anything.
And this is the second biggest pay-per-view of the year.
And they're doing 4 hours. And they've had 5 weeks to build it.
Yeah. 5 weeks, and they're still not. They've just announcing matches this week. We've got one Raw to go, and we're still, I think, how many matches we announced? 4 to 5.
I know. Well,
Taker,
we don't know what's going on with Seth Rollins. We know Taker. We know the women.
Divas.
The Intercontinental's doing something.
Stardust. Yeah.
Tag titles, are they doing something? They're doing something. I don't know what it is, but they're doing something.
Oh, yeah, tag titles. It's Primetime versus New Day.
No, it's more than that.
Oh, it ain't, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Christ. Oh well. Non-wrestling. Dino, did you watch UFC 190 and what was your thoughts? I did. I watched Ronda Rousey kick the fucking shit out of her in 34 seconds, and then Nixy, you will piss yourself. She shat herself in the ring.
Who?
Beth Conria, is it? She shat herself. There was a picture of her turning around from Ronda Rousey, and she's got a brown stain on her ass.
Oh, God.
What is it with women wearing white? It was a fake photo. Oh, bollocks. So the only person ever to shit herself in the ring is...
Maria Menounos. And we've forgotten the most important match at SummerSlam.
Go on, what?
Wyatt family versus the rest of the Shield.
Do you think Roman Reigns is going to turn on Dean Ambrose?
No.
Oh, come on. I think he is. Oh, we've got to talk about that as well. Roman Reigns getting donked on the head with a fucking Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, that was fun.
What a shot. What a fucking shot.
Good shot.
I mean, Jesus Christ, that's the first time he's had money on his head in fucking years. Dear me, that was bad. That was bad, though. That fan deserves to be shot. And they've got the fan footage on Botchamania of that as well. Somebody took video fan footage of what happened. So, yeah, but that's just bad. What is going on with these live events, Nick? If we got to a live event at WWE, do you think we just stand there and going to go, oh yeah, we're going to disrupt the show. We're going to throw something at one of the wrestlers. Well, we're going to enter the ring and do a fucking rock bottom and watch everybody else just stand there going, nice rock bottom, actually. I just think wrestling world's changed these days now, because I think there's so much now to do with social media and everything about it that they can see themselves doing all this, and oh yeah, we've been asked to do this at a WWE show, and I wonder what's going to happen in November at the shows. It's just getting worse and worse and worse now. But we'll see. Right. UFC 190. I enjoyed it. I really did. Are you looking forward to your Pittsburgh Steelers this season, and will they do well in preseason? I don't give a shit what they do in preseason. They can lose every fucking match in preseason to the high and high heaven, as long as they hit the ground running for the season, and we can beat Patriots in the first weekend. We kill the shitbirds home and away, and we destroy anybody that comes in our fucking house in Pittsburgh. That's what I want. That is the thing, but that's for another show. That's for another show. That's for another show. And I hope you enjoyed Chris Travis' comeback return from this past weekend. Yes, tissues was used and things. And Stephen in there, correct. What is your favourite SummerSlam match of all time, Nix? Mine is the Mountie versus Big Boss Man from '91. Hilarious footage of the Mountie going to jail. I thought that was fucking hilarious as well. What's your favourite SummerSlam match of all time? Hello? And she's...
No, I've not gone. Shut up.
I thought you'd gone. Sorry. It told you look on the screen as though you'd gone. Sorry.
Shut up.
Don't shut up. Oh, shut up.
Shut up. Shut up. Ooh, that's hard. I've got to think about that one.
Everyone's going to think mine's Bulldog versus Brett because I was there. But it's not. It's in my top three.
I've got a couple in mind.
Go on, what's yours?
Well, at the minute, all I can think of is 2000 and 2001. Because I can't quite remember what was on 2002. So I've either got a choice of TLC, Shane McMahon,
yeah,
Taker and Kane versus DDP and Canyon in 2001.
I haven't seen SummerSlam all one. I'll have to watch that.
You know nothing.
My favourite matches, and you lot are going to be so shocked at this, but I thought it was wonderful. And if anybody nags me with this, and I think I'm going to have to put it in my Ultimate SummerSlams. I really do. 2006, Nix, right? You had, I think it was 2006 or 2005. No, 2006. John Cena versus Edge. Because the build-up for that match was off the wall. They had the best music since Limp Bizkit and My Way for the music for that. They had Godsmack and The Enemy. And that match just pulled it off because you went in Cena's hometown and Edge won. And then in the next pay-per-view in Edge's hometown, you had the famous table, ladders and chairs match with Edge versus Cena. But the SummerSlam match stands on its own. I thought that was an amazing match. Cena versus Edge. There's been no one since Edge that can take Cena to them places until Kevin Owens has come along this year. And that's the truth. There's been no one since Edge. And I can't believe I'm actually praising Edge. I really can't. But there you go.
Shut up. Edge your mind.
I'm changing my mind of Edge, okay? I really am. Because I've said Edge did a good match that wasn't a gimmick. Remember how many times I've said that? Edge did a good match with John Cena and it was a wrestling match. Edge is that fucking bad boy in 06. There was nobody that could touch him. Nobody. And that's the truth. But I think there's one match that we are going to put on the Ultimate SummerSlam, though, and everybody will agree with this. TLC 1. That has to be. But look who it takes out. You've got... Oh, fuck off. If I have TLC 1, Nix, I can't have Edge. I can't have Edge versus Cena. Because Edge is in that match. Oh, fuck's sake. This is going to be hard. Again, this is going to be one of them fuckers. Remember WrestleMania 1? That was fucking hard as shit.
Well, it wasn't hard for me because I just made up my own dream card. So...
Yeah, well, you didn't. You forgot what the rules.
Yeah, I didn't listen. Okay.
Right. Anyway, but my favourite ones. There was like DX versus Big Show and the McMahons. I remember that one. You had DX versus Legacy. I loved Undertaker versus Brett '97 SummerSlam. And did you see the thing when they went about the botches with the one about Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels with the famous botch from SummerSlam '95? I don't know if you've seen that one. The one that put the belt up wrong, so they had to get the belt to come back down, and then Shawn Michaels put it up correctly because it went wrong. And then there's a thing on the Click on the network, and they were saying about Razor Ramon went out the ring. He's lying on the floor, and he says, "I'm not moving until I hear the crowd cheer." Shawn Michaels climbs the ladder, gets to the top of the ladder, Nix, and it's on the pay-per-view, so watch it. He goes to grab the belt. As he's grabbing the belt, they've got this new elastic that was hanging, this new rubber thing that was holding onto the belt. So as he does it, he grabs hold of it. Next minute, it snapped. And next minute, the belt and the hook just went doing all the way up in the ring. And Shawn Michaels then had to get the ladder, do it all over again, while Razor Ramon is out for the count outside the ring. It's fucking hilarious when you watch it, and he's like doing. It's one of them botch moments, and you're going, yeah, okay, fair enough. But I love SummerSlam more than I like WrestleMania for some reason. I think it's because it was my first pay-per-view I ever watched. 91. It was the first one I ever saw. I never saw WrestleMania before I saw SummerSlam. And that first SummerSlam blew me away. What was your first SummerSlam you saw? Okay, fair enough. But no, anyway, we're gonna disappear now. We're gonna disappear now, so let everybody get off and things. Take care of yourselves next week, guys, and see you all again very, very soon. Thanks ever so much to everybody for tonight. Dean is Darlicking. Am I Darlicking? Am I doing it? No. It's your end, Nick. I told you, I know it's her end. She's out in the bleeding country, innit? Blaming me, and it's her. So, not to worry. Anyway, I'll see you guys in next week. Thanks very, very much for tonight. Really is appreciated. All I've got to say now is go Steelers. And we'll see you next week for another exciting episode of the most un-PC wrestling show there is known to man, the British Wrestling Radio crew. And Sunday. I'm going to stay up Sunday night. And if I have my tattoo done tomorrow, I'll show everybody my tattoo. Okay, guys, take care of yourselves. Love to everyone. Thank you so much for tonight. To Brendy, to Eagles fan, Wrestling Bonkers, Chris, Stephen, Winters, Asa, and to my partner in crime, Nixy, who should be putting another mouse on the mouse wheel to get internet going. But thanks ever so much, guys, and we'll see you soon for next week on British Wrestling Radio. Goodbye.